so much respect between those two drivers. They both drive very much alike. They're both aggressive drivers. They do not take anything for granted, work very hard.
Like I said, I think Tony and Kevin are cut from the same mold. I really do. I think that there's probably not two more similar guys in how they approach on and off track as Tony and Kevin.
I didn't really know Kevin for a while. I mean, when he was in the Xfinity Series, you know, with Childress, you know, I wasn't really around him a lot. But when we would cross paths, I mean, he just always seemed like he was happy-go-lucky and just really enjoyed being a race car driver in NASCAR. And I think as the years went on and you know, as we spent more time around each other, we realized we had a lot of things in common. I mean, we had mutual friends in Bakersfield, and that gave us an opportunity to start conversations out of nothing. Didn't really have to have a topic to start a conversation because we could always fall back on the Bakersfield portion of it. But I think we realized pretty quick that we were kind of cut from the same cloth and liked each other.
Tony had an immeasurable impact on KHI.
Definitely driving for KHI and driving for Kevin and Delana, we had a good friendship. That's why we drove for him and wanted to support his program.
Tony had a lot of knowledge had to bring to KHI, and he also brought some sponsors. I mean, we were a fledgling team. We were trying to get our feet wet, and the level of professionalism that he brought to the team, the knowledge that he brought at the time was pretty amazing. You know, he always said, whatever you need, don't hesitate to ask. And we asked a lot of him in the beginning, and he came through every single time. That
gave us more reasons to spend more time together and have more conversations with each other. And it really, I think, the time I drove for him at KHI really gave me a greater appreciation for who he is as not only a great race car driver, but a great team owner, a great leader, and being able to build teams. I gained another level of respect for him because of that.
Man, I cannot thank Kevin and Delana Harvick and everybody at KHI.
Tony and Kevin have had a very long-lasting relationship. Dating back to when Kevin got into the Cup Series, Tony was one of his close friends. They've gone back and forth on many things, whether it's on the track or off the track. As you notice on pit road, I can't tell you how many times Tony's walked up and pinched Delana's or pinched Kevin's to kind of scare him and spoof, and those are the kind of relationships they have with each other. It's a love-hate relationship, and that was one of the big reasons Kevin came to Stewart-Haas Racing, is because he wanted to race with his best friend Tony here at Stewart-Haas.
I think because of the fact I spent time driving his Xfinity car, and when I realized how much he really brought to the table as not only a driver but as a leader, it was a no-brainer that when the opportunity came, I was going to do everything I could to get him to come over to SHR, because I knew he would be an asset, and I knew he would be somebody that would help us build this company bigger and better than what it is.
It was a process because, you know, he had spent his entire career at one team, and he didn't take it lightly deciding to make that change. He felt very loyal to the folks at RCR, but I think he just felt like it might be time for a change, might be time for him to be able to create something on his own. It's nice, and I would imagine for a competitor to know that they're there because they want to be with you know? But it was an interesting process. He definitely wanted to go and race with Tony. I mean, they'd been friends for a long time. We've been friends and with Uncle Smoke for quite some time, and to have the ability to go race with him and learn from him and everything that he's been able to do has been, you know, pretty satisfying for Kevin.
California's Kevin Harvick does it.
I like racing with my friends. So for me, to have him driving my race cars, to have him as a teammate, to have him drive for us after I retired, I really appreciate that and cherish that time, because nothing better than winning races with your friend driving the race car. So to be able to do that together, I think something that's made it strong for us is when there's been problems, he's had the confidence that he can pick up the phone and call me anytime and let me know what's going on, and that we'll work through the solution together. So I think it makes it fun to race with your friend like that. I mean, there's obviously, if it's not going right, it can be a disadvantage to the friendship, but when you have people that have a common goal and a common passion to succeed, I think it makes you a very potent combination together.
I would describe Kevin as a person as fiercely loyal. Once he is in your corner, he's in your corner. And that's a lot of what I really love about Kevin is his loyalty.
He's loyal. I mean, Kevin's one of those guys that if you're in his circle of trust and circle of friends, if you need something, he's always there for you. And you know, there's been times with life stuff that's totally away from the racetrack that when he feels like I need some input or need a pep talk, he's always been willing to do that and fill that role and be a big brother. So, you know, I really appreciate that side of our relationship with each other. I mean, he's a great listener, but he is somebody that when you have a problem, he'll listen to the entire problem, but he normally right away can help you come to a solution. And I think that's one of the things I really like about Kevin, is not so much how it helped me, but just you understand how level-headed he is about everything and how he's able to make really good decisions with every aspect of his life. Yeah, I honestly think both of us feel like we can be more candid with each other. It's a level of trust that you know that even if you're complaining about something, it's for the right reason. So, you know, we've had tough talks where things aren't going right and we're trying to figure out solutions and the proper way to get to a solution. And they're not always easy, but the good thing that makes it easy is that we're pulling the rope the same direction, we're doing it for a common goal, and you know, we know it's never personal. It's frustration because we want a situation to be better.
That's a hard guy to race with. I mean, he's a clean guy. I mean, he's one of my best friends, and I can't think of another guy I'd want to race for the lead.
Yeah, I would say if I had to pick one moment, it's probably climbing the fence together after his Brickyard win. I knew how much that meant to me when I got to do it, and to do it with him together, that was a pretty special moment. That and having his family down there at the Yard of Bricks to kiss the bricks for the photos was something that for me was personally special.
Tony when Kevin used to get in trouble a lot back in the day, Tony used to be there for him and would stick up for him a lot too. So I think that was a big part of it. They both understand where each other came from.
From day one, I've always felt, you know, like part of Tony's family. And, you know, Tony, again, kind of like Kevin, had this reputation on track. But when you truly know Tony Stewart, he's probably one of the most kind and generous human beings you'll ever know. Tony's friendship has meant the world to Kevin because he's always been in Kevin's corner. He's always there to listen, to help. They don't talk every day. You know, obviously Tony's busy, he's got things to do, and Kevin clearly is busy, but he always makes time for Kevin. And it's just nice because when you have that connection and bond with somebody, you don't have to talk every day, but if you need something, you know he's gonna be there to help in any way that he can.
I think it's worked so good because they're racers. So I think their relationship has been so good because they do so much stuff together. But at the end of the day, they're both very, very strong racers.
Kevin Harvick, forever a friend.
Kevin Harvick, forever friends.